make no difference.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Bengals coming in at 3-3, going up against the Raiders, who come in at 5-0. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Here's Carr. It's caught by Clive Walford. He's got daylight. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 68 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the loose. All right, here we go. Wide and yay.
Blowing on first down is Carr. Escape. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Second down. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Red zone opportunity.
Tight right. We ready? Wide and yay. Wide and we go rally. Rally. Hello, baby. Back. All right, here we go.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
4 down. Set. Blue set.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Double tight. Double tight. Set. Wide 20. Wide 20.
Second down, Dalton. Caught, Eifert over the middle. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. 3 down, 3 down. Bang, 380.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Eric Reed is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love
scared of
the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity to win the game.
So Dalton now. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center that knows, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
This is our time. This is our time.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Watch left, watch left. He's tight right there. Bang! 380.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
4 down. Blue 10. Blue 10.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Set 380. 380.
3rd down. A shot here for Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up. But they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get through, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The tackle there by Mark Barron. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson, the third out of Houston, has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He's got time in the pocket. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
380. 380.
Dalton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shalik Calhoun in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
20. Let's go. Game time.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Now it's Lockett.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it. We got trips over here. Here we go.
Carr now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go. Wide and yeah.
On first down, Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out here in the aisle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
We ready? Red 18. Zebra. 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 Zebra.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Carr now to throw. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And this will be taken at the 13. A strong running. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head
Blue
coach?
10.
That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Ready. Wide 20. Wide 20.
2nd down, Dalton. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They come up in an offset eye. Dalton with a give to Hill. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Tie right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Set. Blue 10. Blue 10.
The play fake to Hill. Dalton. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Ready. Blue 10. Blue 10. Zebra. Zebra. X blue 10.
And they'll run it here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
So often you hear about teams trying to avoid the middle when they're working against a true 3-4 defense because the nose is so hard to move. Which side do you block him to? How do you get him out of the middle? Well, some teams will double team. Some teams have a good center that can move a guy. But if you can control him, that takes away whatever the rest of the force guys are trying to do to you, because once they get to the play, you usually overwhelm them with your own blockers, and that creates some space. Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air, but I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice, because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
3 down. Ready! 380!
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Hold on, baby. Alert! Alert! All right, here we go. Wide and yay! Wide and yay!
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a loose football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
Set 380!
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Here's Carr to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
We ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
Get on the quick right here. Come on, baby. Alert. Here we go.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So that's their 3rd trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
We ready? Wide and yay.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points. For conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hey. Zebra.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So out come the Raiders. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Hey, we're going to rally. Here we go. Wide at the 8. Zebra.
They'll come out in the pistol. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. 18.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. All right, here we go. Wide at the 8, baby. Alert. No. Hey, we're going to rally. Here we go. Red.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. So we have reached halftime. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry. So we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason they're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the safety, Eric Reed. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half.
Watch left. Start right there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the grab by Croft. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Hey, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On second down, Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Hill, the lone setback. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch right, watch right. Watch the screen. Pass. Ready. 380. Let's go, baby. 380. Dagger. Turn it up.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Check. Zebra.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Zebra.
And Dalton hands to Hill. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Second down, 9 yards to go. Thomas, the lone receiver left.
Blue 10.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Single receiver. 380. 380.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton can't find anyone open. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Hold on, baby. Alert! Alert! Check 50. All right,
They come out here in the eye. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left. We ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale. And now it's second down.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
All right, here we go.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Got his left. Got his left. Hey. You got three. We got three.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
We ready?
Carr now on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
All right, here we go.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Finding time. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
We ready?
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr looking deep in the direct, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft,
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ready! 380!
Second down, Dalton. Going right side here, and that's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Hill, the long setback.
Blue 10. We played to win.
And he'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball on that because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ready, blue 10, dagger, zebra.
On the ground, this is Hill. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Set, blue 10, blue 10.
And out of the air, Dalton. This will be caught at about the 5. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, you can get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Well run, this is Hill. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll run it with Hill. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hold on, baby, alert, alert. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. We ready.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. The guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Another pistol look here.
All right, here we go. We're going to rally. Zebra. We ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
We got three.
On second down, here's Carr. His throw incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation.
Three down.
From the gun, it's Carr. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. That's a tough one not to hang on to on third and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up fourth down.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Blue 10. Blue 10. Zebra. Check 31. Ready. Wide 20. Wide 20.
First and 10 for Dalton. He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Hill, the lone setback.
Zebra.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Left.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing, Dalton, he's got time. And look at this, they get the turnover they needed, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. brings up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Servant in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shalik Calhoun in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Hey, watch 85. Watch 85.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Returnable for Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
On play action, it's Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in the bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
As a defender, you've seen that play work all game long. What you have to do, though, is stay with your keys and not overrun plays. Because once you do that, they send you in one direction and come back in the opposite.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Hey, we're going to rally. Rally.
And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 4.
Hey, we've got tight left, tight ends left. Hey, we're going to rally. All right, here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8. Hold on, baby. Alert. Alert. Hey, we're going to rally.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guy's going for it on fourth.
Here we go. Red, zebra. Zebra. All right, here we go. Zebra and yay.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on fourth down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
We ready? We ready? All right, and yay.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
They come out here in the eye. And again this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on
We
3rd.
ready? Red 18. Red 18. Mike 52. Mike 52. Better freak. Better freak. I'm letting you know right now, you better freak.
They pitch it out to Murray. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Jordan wants to throw. Flush to his right. And Thomas has it. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
All right, here's Dalton. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a first down following that long gain. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, we got tight right, tight right. Zebra. Check. Hey, wide, 20. Go. Wide.
First and goal, defense. And he is into the end zone they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock gets all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard.